Tonight we start with residents we're hearing from in Fort Bend County who say they are being ripped off by a contractor.
They say they hired the contractor but did not get what they paid for. Troy Class has been digging into their allegations for us.
Needville is home to just over 3,000 people.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Including Pedro and Angela Lara.
It was during COVID.
And their daughters. In 2021, the couple hired Jose Ramirez and Touch Up Solutions for a major renovation.
He said the longest would be like 8 months, like 6 to 8 months.
It was supposed to be gutted.
Yes.
Major strip everything and just, we're gonna widen it and make it longer. Just complete renovation, pretty almost of it.
$50,000 was paid. According to Touch Up Solutions' Facebook page, the roof was replaced. Next, the house was gutted. The Laras say their home was left in that state, unsecured.
The current condition of it, it's unlivable.
Oh, we've had our furniture stolen, our appliances stolen, and the last we heard and saw from our neighbor's camera was a squatter in our house.
And they say their attempts to get their money back have gone nowhere.
There was always some excuse why there was nobody here working.
Benny Freeze hired Jose Ramirez in October 2023 to redo his primary bedroom,
The walls need to be painted.
bath, and closet.
He said, not a problem. He said we could do it in 14 days.
The work done is what he calls a mess.
The vanity that he kept saying was coming, it's not here. Back in here where the shower is, they did all this, but I mean, there's wood in the shower.
Wires left exposed, texture on the walls, and materials left over. Freeze paid $17,000 in cash for the job, and then months went by.
One guy would show up here and there, and he'd be here for a couple hours, and then you wouldn't see him anymore. I talked to Jose about it, told him what was going on, and he said, well, I can refund you part of your money, but we've already done work. And I was like, well, it's not finished.
Freeze is still serving his community as Fort Bend County law enforcement, the same community where he says Ramirez lives.
This guy has no conscience, evidently. I mean, regardless if we're public servants or not, you don't do people this way.
And while Ramirez claims he's working on solutions, it leaves these families still dealing with the aftermath.
It was all just like false hope. He never delivered. He never did anything that he said. We expect to hire someone and for them to do that job, and it wasn't done. We've been completely displaced since this whole situation. I mean, it's made a huge impact on our lives.
We contacted Ramirez, who claims he's tried working with his clients to come to a resolution.
Hi, is this Jose Ramirez? Do you own the company Touch Up Solutions?
But after more than 6 weeks of trying to speak with Ramirez for this story, he's yet to make himself available for an interview. Freeze filed a small claims lawsuit, which is still pending. Court records show Ramirez responded, stating, I also have many attempts where I reach out to him and come to an agreement to close this job.
And the Fort Bend County Sheriff's Office says they're investigating a complaint filed against Ramirez tied to a similar situation. And as we mentioned, more than 6 weeks ago, we attempted to speak to Jose Ramirez for the story, and we followed up with both him and his attorney multiple times requesting interviews or a statement. And tonight at 5:18, his attorney sent us a 2-page long letter here that says, in part, quote, no company can satisfy every customer, especially those with unrealistic expectations, extremely picky, or those who are not realistic about what specific services cost. These isolated 3 complainants are all in those categories, and that Ramirez stands by his work. Len?
Wow, quite a story, and 6 weeks later you finally got a response. Troy, thank you.